Millions of seniors take vitamin D every day, believing it protects their bones, boosts energy, and keeps them safe from disease. But what if the real danger is not low vitamin D, but, taking it the wrong way? New research shows that in some cases, vitamin D supplements may not prevent falls or fractures the way many people think. In fact, taking too much or combining it with the wrong supplements can quietly harm the kidneys, raise calcium levels, and even affect the heart. So before you take your next vitamin D pill, there are 4 critical secrets every senior must know. In this video, we reveal what most people are never told about vitamin D. The first thing every senior must understand is simple. Vitamin D is not a herb. It is not a harmless vitamin that you can take in any amount. Vitamin D is actually a hormone-like nutrient that controls how your body absorbs calcium and keeps your bones strong. Doctors usually measure it with a blood test called 25-hydroxyvitamin D, often written as 25-OHD. For most people, a level around 20 nanograms per milliliter or higher is considered adequate. Many seniors begin taking supplements without ever checking this number. That is the first mistake. Vitamin D itself is the remedy most people use. It comes in 2 forms. Vitamin D2, called ergocalciferol, and vitamin D3, called cholecalciferol. Vitamin D3 is the form your body naturally produces when sunlight touches your skin. Because of that, most supplements today use vitamin D3. Many seniors take tablets that contain 1,000, 2,000, or even 5,000 international units every day. Some doctors prescribe very high doses once a week when someone has a true deficiency. But the problem begins when people continue taking high doses for months or years without supervision. Here is why that matters. Vitamin D increases calcium absorption from food. When your vitamin D level rises, your body pulls more calcium from the intestine into the blood. This helps strengthen bones when the dose is appropriate. But if the dose becomes too high, calcium can rise too much in the bloodstream. This condition is called hypercalcemia. It can lead to nausea, fatigue, frequent urination, confusion, and in serious cases, kidney problems. Many seniors never connect these symptoms to their supplement. The recommended intake for most older adults is about 800 IU per day. That amount usually supports bone health when combined with normal sunlight and a balanced diet. Health authorities also warn that, regularly taking more than 4,000 IU per day without medical supervision can increase the risk of problems. Yet many supplements sold online provide doses far above this level. Some people even combine several supplements without realizing it. A multivitamin, a bone formula, and a separate vitamin D capsule may all contain vitamin D. The doses quietly add up. Another issue is expectation. Many seniors believe vitamin D alone will prevent falls, muscle weakness, and fractures. The truth is more complex. Bone health depends on several factors working together: calcium intake, physical activity, muscle strength, and balance all matter. Vitamin D helps the body use calcium, but it is not a miracle shield against bone injuries. When seniors rely only on pills, they may ignore the other habits that protect their bones. Sunlight is still the most natural source of vitamin D. When skin is exposed to sunlight, the body produces vitamin D automatically. For many people, about 10 to 20 minutes of sunlight on the arms and face a few times a week can support healthy levels. However, aging skin produces vitamin D less efficiently. That is why some seniors do need supplements. The key word is some, not everyone. Diet can also provide vitamin D. Foods like fatty fish, egg yolks, fortified milk, and fortified cereals contain small amounts. These foods alone may not fully correct a deficiency, but they contribute to overall balance. When supplements are added to a diet that already includes these foods, the total intake increases. Another detail many people miss is that vitamin D works closely with magnesium and vitamin K2 in the body. Magnesium helps activate vitamin D so the body can use it properly. Vitamin K2 helps guide calcium into the bones instead of letting it build up in arteries or soft tissues. Without these supporting nutrients, vitamin D may not work the way people expect. This is why, blindly increasing vitamin D intake is not the smartest approach. The smarter approach is to understand your body first. A simple blood test can show whether levels are low, normal, or high. Once that number is known, the correct dose becomes much clearer. So the real question seniors should ask is not, should I take vitamin D? The better question is, how much does my body actually need? The answer is different for every person, and understanding that difference is the key to using vitamin D safely instead of turning it into a hidden risk. Another serious issue that many seniors never hear about is how vitamin D behaves once it builds up in the body. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin. That means it's stored in body fat and released slowly over time. Water-soluble vitamins, like vitamin C, leave the body quickly through urine. Vitamin D does not. When a person takes high doses every day for months, the vitamin can slowly accumulate. This buildup may not cause immediate symptoms, but over time, the excess vitamin D can push calcium levels higher and higher in the bloodstream. When calcium rises too much, several warning signs can begin to appear. Many seniors first notice constant fatigue. They may feel unusually weak even after a full night of sleep. Some people develop frequent urination and excessive thirst. Others experience loss of appetite, nausea, or stomach discomfort. Because these symptoms are common in many conditions, people rarely suspect their supplement. In more severe cases, high calcium can begin affecting the kidneys. The kidneys work like the body's filtration system. When too much calcium circulates in the blood, the kidneys must work harder to remove it. Over time, this stress can lead to kidney stones or reduced kidney function. Kidney stones are one of the most documented risks linked to excessive vitamin D combined with high calcium intake. Many seniors take vitamin D together with calcium supplements for bone health. While this combination is sometimes recommended by doctors, the dose and timing matter. When calcium intake becomes very high and vitamin D increases absorption even more, the body may struggle to keep calcium levels balanced. Tiny crystals can begin forming in the kidneys. These crystals can grow into painful stones that block the urinary tract. Another overlooked factor is medication interaction. Many older adults take medicines for blood pressure, heart conditions, or inflammation. Some of these medicines change how the body handles calcium. For example, certain thiazide diuretics, which are often used to treat high blood pressure, reduce the amount of calcium lost in urine. When someone taking these medicines also consumes high doses of vitamin D, calcium may build up faster in the blood. This combination can quietly increase the risk of hypercalcemia. Long-term steroid use can also complicate vitamin D balance. Steroid medications may reduce calcium absorption and weaken bones over time. Doctors sometimes prescribe vitamin D in these cases to help maintain bone strength. But if the dose becomes excessive, the protective benefit can turn into a risk. The body's calcium system is delicate. Too little vitamin D can weaken bones, but too much can disrupt several organs. Another group that must be careful includes seniors with kidney disease. Healthy kidneys help convert vitamin D into its active form so the body can use it properly. When kidney function declines, this conversion process changes. In these situations, doctors often prescribe special forms of vitamin D that are carefully controlled. Taking large over-the-counter doses without medical supervision can confuse this balance even further. Obesity is another factor that influences vitamin D levels. Because vitamin D is stored in fat tissue, people with higher body fat percentages may require different dosing. Sometimes vitamin D becomes trapped in fat stores and does not circulate effectively in the blood. This can make lab results appear lower even when supplements are being taken. Increasing the dose blindly without understanding this mechanism can lead to unpredictable results. Certain digestive conditions also affect vitamin D absorption. Disorders that interfere with fat absorption, such as celiac disease, Crohn's disease, or chronic liver problems, can reduce the amount of vitamin D the body absorbs from food or supplements. People in these situations may truly need supplementation, but they also require careful monitoring. Without monitoring, both deficiency and excess can occur. Because vitamin D influences calcium, kidneys, bones, muscles, and even the heart, the safest approach is not guessing. The safest approach is testing and adjusting. A simple blood test provides a clear picture of where the body stands. Once that number is known, doctors can recommend a dose that corrects deficiency without pushing levels too high. This is the reality many seniors never hear. Vitamin D can be helpful. It supports bone health and many biological functions. But the supplement only works safely when the dose matches the body's needs. When taken blindly, in high doses, or in combination with certain medications and supplements, it can slowly create problems that are difficult to recognize. Understanding these risks is the first step to using vitamin D wisely instead of letting it become an unexpected health threat. So, what should seniors actually do with this information? The most important step is simple. Do not panic. Vitamin D is not the enemy. The real problem is taking it without understanding your body's needs. The safest starting point is a simple blood test. A test that measures 25-hydroxyvitamin D can show whether levels are low, normal, or already high. Once this number is known, the correct dose becomes much clearer. Many seniors discover they only need a small amount, not the very high doses sold online. Sunlight should also not be ignored. Natural sunlight remains one of the most effective ways for the body to produce vitamin D. Even 10 to 20 minutes of moderate sunlight exposure on the arms or face several times a week can help maintain healthy levels for many people. Of course, this depends on the season, skin tone, and overall health, but sunlight often reduces the need for large supplement doses. Diet is another piece of the puzzle. Foods like salmon, sardines, egg yolks, and fortified dairy products provide natural vitamin D in smaller, balanced amounts. When these foods are combined with sunlight and a moderate supplement if needed, the body usually maintains a healthier balance. Seniors should also pay attention to supplement combinations. Taking calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, and vitamin K2 together can influence how the body manages calcium. Balance matters. Too much calcium with high vitamin D may increase the risk of kidney stones, while too little supporting nutrients may reduce vitamin D's effectiveness. Another important rule is consistency rather than excess. A moderate daily dose recommended by a healthcare professional is usually safer than extremely high doses taken occasionally. High weekly or monthly megadoses may sometimes be prescribed for medical deficiency, but these plans are typically short-term and monitored. The most powerful lesson is this: supplements should support health, not replace common sense. Vitamin D can strengthen bones and support overall wellness when used correctly, but when taken blindly, it can quietly create new problems. The goal is not to fear vitamin D. The goal is to respect its power and use it wisely so that it truly protects your health rather than putting it at risk.